So today I want to talk to you about IPS, which stands for Ideal Performance State. And what the IPS is, it's a state of complete confidence and comfort and relaxation while you're going on to perform somewhere. It doesn't have to be on stage, it can be anywhere. It's different. You're trying to make a distinction between just pretending to be comfortable and relaxed and actually being comfortable and relaxed. It's a literal chemical reaction in the body that takes place. So one thing that we also talk about in regards to IPS is recovery. And recovery is two things. One, it's recovery during the performance, and two, recovery after a performance. During recovery, or during performance recovery, is if you fumble or you make a mistake, it's the mental process that you can go through just in a snap to calm your heart rate or refocus on the music and kind of just let it go by without it actually having an effect on the rest of your playing. And then recovery after a performance is it's a broader topic. It's like an energy recovery type thing, where you can train it by, or you can recover by sleeping or eating or doing any number of relaxing activities. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. So I'm going to talk about how to train these things. To train your fast recovery, one way is to walk fast. Like if you're going to class, you can walk fast. And that's what's going to speed up your heart rate. And then you walk slow the rest of the way. And if you do this on a regular basis, it trains your heart to not beat as long or as fast for as long. So you can have this heart rate going, and then as soon as you slow down, then it'll slow down with your body and it'll become more of a regular pumping. And it's related to this performance thing, because when you're in a performance situation, right before you go out on stage, your heartbeat is racing, and then as soon as you sit down or stand, then you just go into this ideal performance state where you can control your heart rate and it'll immediately slow down, your hands stop sweating, you're more concentrated on your music and everything. Then this longer recovery process after a concert or after a practice session, anything like that, is largely dependent on the food you eat and the amount of sleep that you've gotten, just basically physical conditions of your body. If you've gotten a lot of rest, if you're eating right, then you're going to have an easier time recovering, just because you're healthy and you've gotten more energy to do this thing with. And yeah, that's all we'll talk about. And then, so I asked you if you had pieces in your mind, one piece that you didn't really like and one piece that you do like. So if you want to talk about that for a little bit, do you have a piece that you don't really like that much?
I don't really like the Allegro that I'm playing right now.
Okay.
It's kind of annoying and tedious, but it's not completely terrible. They're just like a couple of tricky things that I have to work through and practice. It's not really a motivating piece to practice, so it's kind of like,
yeah. So what was the piece that you did like?
Well, I think I was in 8th grade when I first got this piece. And this is going to sound really funny, but it's Turkey in the Straw. And it's really fun to play because, I don't know, it's just crazy. You feel like total weirdo playing it. But I went into an audition once, and they're like, okay, what are you going to play? And I was like, I'm going to play Turkey in the Straw. And they all just looked at me like, you're going to play who, what now? So, yeah.
That's good. Now, so I guess the difference in the Allegro and Turkey in the Straw would be, was the Allegro more challenging?
Yeah.
Significantly?
Yeah.
So I bet that's one thing, but it's also this technical, to the purpose of the Allegro, I guess, if Glenn has you working on it, it's probably something to build the technique, and there's outline things. Like, I noticed that a lot, that he has his students do, like myself included, he has us do certain things because they're directly related to a lot of the other things that we're going to be doing. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the Eccles Sonata, like shifting exercises and string crossings and just everything like that. So that's one thing to think about when you're doing something to improve your mood of the piece, is think about how it helps your playing and how it's supposed to build you as a musician.